Okay, so Anders aussehen. Anders heißt, was bedeutet Anders aussehen?
Different outlook or a different or a different appearance.
Okay. But in this case, aussehen is a verb, so it's to look different, okay? Not anders aussehen. Like it's not das aussehen here.
Okay.
Das aussehen means the appearance, but in this case, it's anders aussehen. It's like anders aussehen, to look different. Klar. Okay, so Wünsche bei Schönheitschirurgen. Okay, wishes by like at the cosmetic surgeon. Wishes like what people. So I said the singular is der Wunsch. You know, say I wish to travel to then ich habe einen Wunsch. Okay, but then the verb is wünschen. Umlaut wünschen. Maybe ich wünsche nach Deutschland zu fahren. I wish to travel to what Germany. But then when you have to use the noun, then it have to be I have a wish to travel. So, ich habe einen Wunsch nach Deutschland. Ja, Deutschland zu fahren. Ja, klar. Ich zeige mein Gesicht. Okay. Muffin, ja. Muffin, Menü. Klar, klar. Get it to say, well, okay, so lesen Sie die Zeilen. Ja, 30 bis 34 und Test noch einmal und ergänzen Sie die Sätze. Okay, Nummer 1.
Können Sie meine Nase machen?
Yeah, so which preposition, which adjective do you use, like from your own choice? So right now, looking at your nose, what will you tell the cosmetic surgeon?
Meine Nase ist groß.
Yeah, so if it's gross, what will you tell the surgeon to do it? You to do.
Like what?
If it's gross, then this statement is like you are telling a wish to the doctor. So maybe the surgeon.
Ich wünsche,
Nicht necessarily wünsche, aber können Sie meine Nase kleiner machen?
Oh.
If it's opposite is klein. So can you make my nose smaller? Klar.
ja, klar.
Yeah, number 2, wer will? So in this case, you have to replace a body part, whichever body part you wish to. But then you have to use the female body parts. Okay, because in the sentence state meine. So meine was?
Hand.
Können Sie meine Brust machen? Oder?
Ich habe dich nicht gehört. Gesagt.
Brust. Können Sie meine Brust machen?
Ja. Größer oder kleine oder was?
Na, ist
Du bist ein Mann. Da hast du, wie sagt man das?
ja, können Sie
Ja.
das machen? Also,
Ja, wirklich. Letzte, ja, the part of your body
ja,
doesn't please you.
meine Beine fallen mir nicht mehr.
Yeah, plural.
Kann man sie nicht
Also,
ein bisschen lassen? Schlager machen.
Okay. Yo. All right. So yeah, that's klar. So klein und kleiner. Und ergänzen Sie die Tabelle. Okay. So wir haben hier weit, weiter und dodo. Okay, we are just dealing with comparative here. Now I have to teach everything together because I
Yeah.
can't teach comparative then later teach superlative. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so normally the rule is that you add er to endings of adjectives, okay, to form the comparative, okay. But just like nouns, just like adjectives, so just like verbs, we have others that are irregular. They don't follow the normal, like they are not the same throughout. Example is good. Okay, good is good, better, best, not good, gooder, goodest. Nah. Okay. Yeah. So we have others are irregular. Okay. So you have to learn them by heart, but there are not many. The others are just keep like just add follow the rules. For comparative, you add er. Okay. Then for superlative, you add sten sten. But then depending on the ending, if the adjective ends with a dtnm, then you have to bring what a ye before adding your sten for the what superlative. Oh, I need a new mouse here. Something. Hi. Yeah, Cloud. So we have the adjectives and then superlative not changing. Okay, so we have adjectives, okay? And the basic form, like just like the normal without the e ending, okay? The basic form, I always tell you that adjectives without in the basic form, they have no e ending. When you're using them to qualify a noun, that's when depending on the case of the noun and the gender of the noun, then you effect those like declinations. But the adjectives in their normal form, like yeah, default, they have no e. Yeah. So for comparative with Schnell, it's schneller. Okay, you just add er. Okay. Yeah. Comparative for superlative for Schnell is am schnellsten. Okay. So you just add sten to what the adjective to form the superlative. Okay, and it's am schnellsten. Okay, so maybe I want to say I am fast. Then what is bin schnell? Okay, but maybe we are two, and I want to say I am faster than you. Then ich bin schneller als du. Okay, I am faster than you. Okay, it means schneller als du. But if I want to say maybe we are three or maybe we are in a classroom and the teacher is like, he is the fastest, then what? Ist am schnellsten. Okay. Yeah. Ist am schnellsten. Okay. Yeah. So in this case, the adjectives are not qualifying nouns, but we are just using them to to give more to describe someone. Okay. Yeah. So when they are describing nouns, then they also they follow the normal declination, regardless if it's schneller. And I want to say the faster man is coming. The faster man is coming. It will be der schneller, der schnellere man kommt. Because in nominative, sorry, schnellere, yeah, you have to add what en there. But when you say a faster man is coming, and because ein is used and then the er have to what come to what the adjective, then what ein schnellerer man kommt. Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? I'm just saying
But
that.
oh yeah.
Don't worry, we form more examples, but then I just want to give you a brief. Yeah, so langsam is langsamer, am langsamsten. Okay, so he's the slowest ever. Ist am langsamsten. Okay, langsamsten. So groß on here. Most, about 70%, or let me say 80% of adjectives, okay, they take umlauts in the superlative, in the comparative and superlative. Like where umlauts are applicable, we apply them, okay, especially with O and with A, and the superlative and the comparative and superlative, they take umlauts. Okay, not all, but then most of the time, O, adjectives with O and R, yeah, O and R normally in the basic form there is no umlaut, but then when you are in the comparative and superlative, they take umlauts. Yeah, so groß, größer, am größten, yeah. Then klein, kleiner, am kleinsten. Okay, das ist einfach. Oh yeah, stupid mouse. Yeah, so we have alt. So like I said, they take umlaut. Alt, älter, am ältesten. Okay, ältesten. Okay, so in the normal conjugation, it ends with what? Alt, ends with what? No e, but ends with what? A t. Basically, it ends with a dtnm. So when the adjective ends with a dtnm, before converting it to superlative, you have to bring what? An e before adding your sten. Okay, so that's why it's ältesten, not altsten. It's difficult. Okay, it's difficult to pronounce it. Okay, so like the same in verb declination. Okay, conjugations of noun, the same thing, just dtnm, you bring your e before. Then jung, so his young is ear is jung, but then he is younger, his ear is younger. Okay, jünger. Then am jüngsten. Okay, so ist am jüngsten in the class. Is the youngest in their class. Okay, in their class is am jüngsten. Klar. Then schön. Schön already has an umlaut. So schön, schöner, am schönsten. Okay, but I said DTNM, always the D and T is fixed, but the N and M, you have to learn them by heart. Because here it ends with an N, but then it's easier to pronounce. At the end of the day, it all boils down to the pronunciation with the N and M. When it's difficult to pronounce it, then we would add the E for after the N and N or the M. But then when it's easier to pronounce, then we just ignore it. Okay, but the D and T, they are fixed. Always you have to add an E before adding your what? STEN for the superlative. Okay, so these you have to learn them by heart. So today you've seen that schön won't be am schönsten. Okay, so just Write it down. You won't forget it. Okay. Yeah. Then good, better, best. So good, besser, and besten. Okay. Like it's totally different. Okay. Then feel. Okay. Feel, mehr, and meisten. So it's much or many, more than most. Because we say like basically more. We say he's beautiful, like beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. So it's the same. So feel, okay, many or much, feel or the feeling. But if you want to say it's more, then it's mehr, then most is what am meisten. Okay, yeah. Then gyan is also different, irregular. Gyan is like, so if you like doing something, then it's gyan. Okay, lieber is the superlative. Oh, I prefer to stay at home. Like you want to more give more emphasis, like you more prefer to stay at home. It doesn't exist in English, but then like yeah, so but ich bleibe lieber zu Hause. So when I say ich bleibe gern zu Hause, that means I like staying at home. But when I say ich bleibe lieber zu Hause, like it give more emphasis, like my preference. Okay, ich bleibe lieber. Lieber is prefer to stay at home. Then am liebsten is what I love most. Okay, yeah, most of all, like of everything. That's what I want. Yeah, that pleases me, or that's what I like doing. Okay, yeah. Klar. There are many adjectives there. I will gather roughly, Anya, I will gather maybe 150. Okay, maybe the focus will be on the irregular ones. Okay, maybe 50 or maybe 100 irregular. Then yeah. So for comparative, the form adjective plus er. Okay, then verwendung we use als. In German, als means than, wie means like. So if I want to say I am smarter than you, than is als. Okay, then after als, it's nominative, not accusative. It's nominative. That's why I said ich bin schneller als du. You can't say I am faster than you. We have to use the comparative. I am faster than what you. Ich bin schneller als du. Klar? So I am older than you will be.
Ich bin älter als du.
Yeah. Not als dich, als du. Okay. I'm older than you. Yeah. So yeah. So we use als for comparing two things. So like I said, with comparative, you have to use what the ERN, and that's how we for the comparative, and we use it by comparing with als. Dan. Als means as in German. It's as in English. It also means it also means dan. Okay, yeah. And it's also used as conjunction. Not sometimes, yeah, it's also used as conjunction, but we get there. The superlative here. So the predicant, okay, or the adverbia is okay. Then the adjective will come, then the STEN, okay, yeah. So that is the schönste dekorierte Pforte. Like forget this, like they use it. Form 2 is there the das plus adjective s. Don't forget it. That's größte, like the usage. Yeah. So superlative, like I will come back to superlative. The umlaut. So kurze Adjektive mit Vokabeln, okay? So adjective with A, O, und U, okay? Bekommen oft, so that's why I say like 70–80% of them, oft einen Umlaut im Komparativ und Superlativ. Yeah? So kalt is kälter. So it's cold is what kalt. Es ist kalt. If it's colder, es ist kälter. Okay? Yeah, if you want to say German is the coldest land in Europe. What would you say? Coldest country. Coldest is superlative. Yeah, we get that. And now, do you want to try?
Yeah, Deutsch. Also, German is what? The
Water?
coldest country.
Water? Water? Let me go there. Yeah. So ich schreibe, du sagst und ich schreibe. Yeah, let's go.
Deutsch.
Bei der Deutsch
Deutschland.
Nein.
Deutschland.
Mhm.
What's the first one?
Mhm.
Okay, Deutschland ist the coldest country. So ist der
Country is das Land.
kältesten. Das
Country is
okay.
das
And
Land.
he said the
Is
okay,
das
okay.
Land.
So is das um
So that's where the problem
kältesten
lies. Yeah.
in Europa.
Yeah. So when you are using them to
Europa.
this,
Um,
yeah. So when you're using the superlative to describe a noun, in this case, it's linked to what the noun. Then we won't use the Okay, then we will conjugate then because the n and the n here is because of what just like saying maybe I am 22. Juli. Okay, the okay, so without the then it's älteste. That's the verb, the adjective in the superlative form. Okay, so yeah, so when you are using it to describe and now we ignore the So once the goes away, the n also what goes away. So we work with what this älteste. Basically, the goes away, then the n goes away. It's like
und die
saying,
anderen,
yeah, warte. It's like saying today, heute ist der um, 25. Juli. Yeah, umlaut, yeah. Juli. Okay. In this sentence, it's what nominative because yeah. But if I'm saying ich komme, like I didn't use Okay, so today is the 25th of July. You can't say heute is der am 5. We only use the to say maybe on the. In this sentence, it means today is the simply the there in date means on the. Okay, so when I'm saying I'm coming on the 25th of July, then what is coming because I'm dim, okay, then the n has to come because it's what's dative. That and the dative in dative all adjectives takes what n endings. Yeah. Now, so it's the same thing here. So if I'm saying he is the most he is the smartest, okay, he is the smartest in the class. In this case, the smartest is not describing any that like it's not describing any noun, it's just describing a person. Okay, and the person here is a subject, like so it's not the smartest here is not bound to what any noun. Okay, yeah. So this one will be what er ist der sorry, er ist smart is klug, yeah. So er ist klügste because umlaut klug alone is klug, okay. But then when you use superlative and comparative, you are o they take umlaut. So klügste in der Klasse, klar.
okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying when I want to say um, 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 the smartest boy in the class is coming. The smartest boy. In this case, the smart here is describing what? The boy. The smartest boy in the class is coming. Will then be what? Der, because boy. Der klügste. Okay? Klügste Junge. Junge. In their class comments. By this case, you can also use genitive, the smartest boy of the class. So the klügste Junge der Klasse without in. Okay, yeah. Do you get it? So when it's directly describing a noun, then we ignore the but then we are just describing someone. Okay, maybe someone is the fastest, someone is the then you use the Okay, klar. Just like the day. Today is the 25th of July. Heute ist der 25. Juli. Okay, but I'm saying something is on, then we use then because an is an plus them. So dative and the dative or adjective takes what? N endings. Okay. Klar.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are the endings that takes E before adding your STEN under under the superlative and comparative. So adjectives with T endings, okay? Adjectives with D endings, adjective with what? S endings. But the S endings and the headsets, it's not fixed. You just have to learn them by heart. Then adjectives with SCH endings, you have to add E. Yeah. No consonant, like basically you have to learn them by heart. So I didn't even use the endings to learn them. Okay. You just have to learn them by heart. The more you use it, then you get used to it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So leicht here is it ends with what? E. So yeah, when you form the superlative, then you have to bring and it ends with T. Then you have to bring what? An E before what? The STEN. Klar. Then heiß, yeah, that is hot. Hot, heißer, heißesten. Yeah, you can't, yeah. Heißesten, klar. It's am heißesten. Yeah, not heißesten. Heißesten. Okay, so you write this down, but we don't have many adjectives that ends with Z. Adjective that ends with X. Do we? Nah. Definitely we do have, but then I haven't. Yeah, that comes in mind. SCH, yeah, that is common. Yeah, and then S set is also common, and S out. But the D, T and D, they are fixed. Okay, T and D, they are fixed. Yeah. So let me get some exercise. Any question? If you have a question, just ask. Any question? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Any question with the usage?
No. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll say with adjectives, your adjective declension, it's anyway
Yeah.
no different,
This one has nothing to do with adjective declension. These are superlative and comparative. So when you have to use them with nouns, then you have to decline them according to the case and gender of the noun. Come on.
Okay.
So, for example, give me any sentence. Let's start with comparative. In nominative.
Maybe there's the sick woman. The sick woman or the old woman.
Yeah, with feminine and plural, like it's always easy to, let me say with feminine, let's stick to
Yeah.
let's stick to neuter, masculine and plural. Yeah, so may say, so our first one for nominative and masculine.
So maybe the old man.
Yeah. The old man is going to the hospital now.
Man number.
The old man, what they're outside. Let's like the older man. Okay, let's use the comparative. The older man is going to the hospital and an older man is going to the hospital. Please pay attention to this part. It's very important. To the hospital. If you are already conversant with adjective declaration, then the superlative and comparative, like they makes no difference. You're just so here because in this sentence there is a definite article in nominative. Okay, so once the definite article is used, then we don't deal with what the er ending because the definite article in the sentence and the nominative takes what the er ending because it's there, right? So you won't even have to think twice. But then order is elta. Okay, elta. So then you have to bring what eltere. You have to add your your e ending. Yeah, because it's assumed that in this case, this is what the infinitive form of what older. Okay, but then when we are using it to describe what a noun, so what it takes what e ending, just like if it would have been the old man, it would have their alte man. You can't say their alt man kommt now, alte man. Okay, so in this case, it's older man. Then older is elta. Okay, then you bring your e, because you are using it to describe what and now. So der ältere man kommt. Geht ins Krankenhaus. Okay, so here in the second sentence, and what indefinite article is used for masculine, which is ein. Okay, my network is cracking. Yeah, so an older man is coming. Who will try? An older man is going to the hospital. With indefinite articles, when an indefinite article is used, like when indefinite articles are used, then the the endings, the dear leaders has to go to the adjective. If it's nominative, depending on the case. Okay, so here is ein. That means the adjective has to take what? The er edit to indicate that it's either masculine or neuter. Okay, so ein was?
Alterer.
Out.
Älterer.
Alterer.
Yeah,
Uh,
ein älterer. Okay, because if it was an old man is coming to her, an alter. Okay, an alter man kommt. Okay, but this one is older, so ein älterer man geht. Ja, klar.
child.
Yeah, then that's the only thing guys are doing. If you have problem with this one, then that means you have problem with adjective declination because the superlative and comparative has nothing to do with the. You are just using these adjectives like they are now the basic form of the adjective. So you are just adding the endings depending on the nominal, the case and gender
Yeah.
to it. Because if it would have been the old man is coming, no, the old man is going. Simply, the old man is going.
Alter.
Yeah, the out. Okay, the adjective and the infinitive form is out. Then the old, yeah, sorry, I had a call. Yeah, then yeah, outer man. Comments. Okay, if I'm saying an old man is going, going on it, can't gates, okay, for that left is special. So an old man is going to what? I'm
Out.
hey, I don't know
Alter.
what
Out.
like different people are
Out.
calling me at the same time. Like minute Selikia.
Hello, the
Oh
Omukano.
yeah. You yeah. So what? Ein was? Ein. So infinitive form is
Out.
out, but then out man left. So like if you have problem with the comparative, like comparative and the superlative, they are not doing any, they are not adding up, they are not subtracting. You are just still working. We are still working with what the adjective endings, the adjective declinations. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So for feminine and nominative. We need to give an example for this one. the comparative. And then now we need superlative. The superlative will be what? The oldest dog chews the bone. The oldest dog. When an older dog chews the bone. So the first one will be chew. To chew is cowan. Cow. And yeah, cowan. K-R-O-A-N. And the bone is there, knoken. So we'll try superlative for this too.
Dear.
Nah, next to
First one.
not you, someone else.
Der älteste.
Hmm?
Let's do it again. Älteste. I didn't say out.
No, like I'll correct it. Umlaut, no, I forgot to type it.
Kaut.
Yeah, out.
Der. Then der.
This is it. More learning and I'm actually. So if you say the dog is different from the bone, so then if the bone is masculine, then the bone has to be what the direct object. Then look at the most I used to say it much well watch. Hey, someone you're doing shipping and sorry. Yeah, so the tester hund out then knocken, okay, is chewing the bone. So when you say an old dog chews the bone, then what? I'm what will be the end then?
Yeah.
Ein ältester Hund kaut den Knochen. Klar.
Yeah.
Okay, so then plural. Right, so all these are just masculine. Somebody. Then feminine, yeah.
It applies to only adjectives, so the superlative and
Was it the adjectives? They're like adjectives in English. We only have comparative and superlative for adjective. We don't decline adverbs. We don't. Sentence for feminine will be what? Let's use different adjectives. So the small woman, the small woman buys the like small or short is this like you can actually say short Just use klein for short people, or then use short as in quotes. Okay, quotes mean short. Okay, so the small woman buys the laptop. Will be
Die kleine Frau auf.
große Frau
Okay.
kauft den Laptop.
Den Laptop.
Ja, dann a small man buys the laptop, or a laptop. Let's use the laptop here. So, eine was?
Kleine.
Eine oder kurze Frau
Ja.
kauft einen Laptop. Okay. Und dann komparativ.
Ja.
Mhm.
Ja. The smaller woman, or
the different adjective.
okay.
The friendlier.
Mom,
We are friendlier in English. Hold on. Friendlier, yeah, he's friendly. Hold on. Yeah. A friendlier woman was
smiles.
and then I want to be like the verbs that we've learned. Okay, like you have to probably use those verbs. New verbs we've learned. The catch. Says a poem or recites a poem. Toby.
Die freundliche Frau sagt,
Yeah.
yeah.
We don't have friendlier because it's friendly, almost friendliest.
Friendly.
Do we have friendliest?
Friendly.
Huh?
But we have.
Yeah, also die freundliche Frau sagt ein Gedicht. Okay? The poem is das Gedicht. Okay. Yeah.
Gedicht. Okay.
So a friendlier woman will be
Eine freundliche Frau. Feminine, they are easy, but do a honum nana jack.
eine freundliche, yeah. Freundlichere. Ja, freundlichere, not freundlicher. Freundlichere Frau. Ja, freundlicher. Yeah. Yeah, you're using comparative.
Indefinite feminine I. And it's ending with you.
No. Freundlicher. So this is the, here, Schaumar.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's Freundlich.
Okay.
Then comparative, we add er. So this is the comparative form. Then for feminine, we add our er. Okay. So the first one will also be the same thing. Yeah. So die freundlichere, ja, freundlichere Frau sagt ein Gedicht. Okay, klar. Dann Superlativ.
Boy, train, question. I don't know, we ended with Ari. We got the Army and nine or that.
Nee. So it's freundlich. Okay.
Yeah.
Freundlich means friendly. Okay. When you say someone is so correct here, they put English, put German. Friendly, most friendliest, more friendly, or something more friendly instead of friendlier. Friendly, more friendly. Okay, most friendliest or the most friendly. Yeah, whichever I'm just dealing with. But friendliest, yeah, we have friendliest. If we have friendliest, then we have
Friendly, yeah.
Yeah, friendlier is prestige, you know?
Oh, that would more friendly, yeah. Most friendliest.
So, yeah. So in German, freundlich. So this is the verb, the adjective in the basic form is freundlich. Then for superlative, someone is more friendly or friendlier, then it's freundlicher. Okay. Then most friendliest is first am freundlichsten. Klar? Yeah. So you are now working with, so this sentence says a friendlier woman. So I'm working with this. Klar? Yes. If I'm working with this one will come here. Okay. But then the adjective ending is now describing what a noun. It takes what an e ending. Okay, and again, it's a woman, so like you just add your e, then you go your way, and the nominative. Klar? It's not, yeah. So if it would have been was
the first one,
but here is basic adjective. Hey, this is the basic adjective. The adjective is klein here. The adjective here is klein. It's not comparative. Here is klein and here is quotes. So you just add your e ending. So now this is comparative. Comparative er. Then for female, you add your e ending.
Okay.
James Abutrika. With adjective. Yeah. So
and if the basic one should have been comparative there, then you would have added the other.
The dirtiest lamp standing is on the table. The dirtiest lamp. Okay.
This is smooth fish.
The dirtiest lamp.
Smooth fish. Dirtiest lamp. The lampy.
So in English, this sentence, when you're correct, the most dirtiest lamp is on the table. Or there is the dirtiest lamp, like a dirtiest lamp. But then, yes, you're using it to learn German, so you go, the most dirtiest lamp or a dirtiest lamp. You go. Yeah, so the dirtiest lamp is on the table. Dirty here is fast. Can you either use dreckig or schmutzig? Okay, schmutzig or that dreckig. Both means dirty, dirty. Okay, so just add your er for comparative, then what STEN for what superlative. So we are working with schmutzig. Okay, so for the dirtiest lamp is on the table with what D.
Die schmutzigsten Lampe.
Schmutzigste Lampe steht auf dem Tisch.
Ja.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Then a dirty is what eine Schmutz.
Was?
Like English sentence, no many correct, but normally we don't use the. Yeah, I said normally because it's from many. We don't normally use definite article for. We don't use indefinite article for plural because it normally it's for, like it's for many. But then in the Schmutz here I used need to explain German. So eine schmutzigste Lampe steht auf dem Tisch, ja. I just do declination, yeah. La vie est nominative. These are nominative. But like, let me tell you, the good thing is that the good is it? Is it?
Let's use the comparative for this one.
No. I can't teach them separately. I can't teach them separately. That's why, like, I'm writing everything down here. So, like, you should write them down in your books. Then later you practice. Okay.
You know, this example I make on the dirtiest lamp. So we have used the relative here, right?
Yeah.
And I think let's try the comparative. So maybe the dirtiest lamp is on the table. So see, I'm trying that one.
So it will be schmutzigere Lampe. Schmutzigere Lampe. Yeah. Yeah. And more dirtier. Dirtier. Yeah. And dirtier. yeah. But basically,
adjective declension.
Yeah, so right now, problem may more adjective declination. It's not. It has nothing to do with superlative and comparative. Yeah, but then nominative, they usually have problem with nominative because I've taught this time and time again. I've taught this thing. That's here.
We know that. Sorry.
No. If you don't use it, you won't like even. Understanding is different from like understanding something different from applying, like being able to apply it. So you have people like in this country, you have people who have learned German, okay? They understand grammatic, like concrete grammar, but then they are not able to speak. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, if you don't use it, if you know it and you don't apply it, you can't use it. Yeah. So a dirtier lamp is on the table, but eine.
Schmutzigere.
Yeah, schmutzigere Lampe steht
Right, this one
auf.
is changing umlauts. So. Right.
Ja, keine Umlaut. Schmutz, oder? Ja. Let's
Oh
see.
my God.
Ja, kein Umlaut vor. Ja. Eigentlich musste Lampe steht auf dem Tisch. You said? But like I'm saying that like you won't even see by the exams, like you're not supposed to make sentences. I can't get what you're saying.
They are not talking.
Yeah.
I said they
Like,
had
I understand. Yeah. I understand. Just adjective declension. Okay. Adjective declension, there shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Especially under nominative and dative. Under nominative and dative, it shouldn't be a problem because, okay, let me say under accusative and dative shouldn't be a problem because dative and dative, they all take what en ending, whether feminine or masculine. Plural, they all take en ending. So dative shouldn't be a problem. And accusative too, only masculine what it changes takes an en, the rest remains the same. It shouldn't be a problem. So the problem should be with nominative. Okay, so we say we drew a easy like the accusative dative. Yeah.
Boy, plural no, you de be an air and the en. That question can be
we are now we are done with feminine. Okay, so plural nomen under accusative. Okay. Oh, plural wird blau sein. So the what people or the what parents.
The old parents. Okay, say it's too old. So
Yeah, you should observe.
the sick parents.
The new clothes.
Is that?
New clothes.
Great love, I can't get you.
New clothes. Like sliding.
Yeah.
Kleidung. I said I don't want to use Kleidung because the Kleidung, okay? The Kleidung, but then the plural is Kleidungen, okay? But
new shoes.
Let's use shoes. Let's use shoes. Yeah. Okay, so the new shoes. I've told Germans, I say shoes is one SCH. The new shoes are under
the door.
Yeah. I see an average level this info. Okay, class. So the new shoes are under the bed. Plural nouns, whether plural nouns and plural nouns with adjectives. Adjectives with plural nouns. Yeah, under all the cases, okay, when there is an adjective to describe a plural noun, the adjective takes an en ending. If the plural noun comes with the definite article the. So in this case, it will be what the neue. Yeah. Neue Schuhe. CH. Schuhe, stehen, because plural is plural. You have to stay, not state. Okay, staying unter den Bett. Okay, then and we don't have other plurals. We don't have indefinite article. We don't have a people. But then if it would have been new shoes are under the bed without they, then you had neue shoe, neue Schuhe. Okay, but then when the plural definite article is used and there's an adjective, then the adjective will take en and regardless of whether the adjective is under nominative, like or under all the cases, and it takes out en and then clear. Yeah. But only when the definite article is there. Yeah. So it would have been new shoes without definite, because with plural now you can either choose to use articles the or no article. Maybe new cars are on the road. You can say the new cars are on the road or new cars are on the road. On the road. Okay. In this case, like there's no definite article. I didn't choose the. So in this case, just the normal endings for but nominative is what neue Autos. Okay. Sind auf der Straße. Okay. Klar. But then if I would have said the new cars are on the road, then what? The neuen Autos. Okay. When it's used with the definite article and the nominative, it takes an en ending, and the accusative, it takes an en ending. But for dative, the automatic en ending.
Okay, without an article, accusative,
Was? Was?
without an accusative.
Without an article.
Yeah, in accusative case.
Yeah, without article, without the, maybe like I see old people coming. It will just be alte Leute. No, but if I want to say I see the old people coming, then is there die alten Leute? What I say? Certainly, you see, I see the old people coming. Is there the kommenden alten Leute? That's participle eyes. Participle eyes. That's B2. My God, I never knew that. But like when it's with the definite article D, then the adjective takes what en and then klar. Okay, so that's with nominative. Okay, we are now moving on to what? Aku, the battery. Accusative. The basic adjective and the masculine accusative. So which adjective should we use here? Sentence. I am visiting the old zoo. Let's use the big zoo. Or what article can you use for zoo? Which adjective can you use to describe zoo?
Beautiful. Or small.
I've
Or
already
big.
used
The
small.
big two. Interesting. Interesting zoo.
I think that's guys. That's out of that. Interesting.
Interessante. Interessante.
Interessant. Interessant. Interessanta. Interessantesten. Interessantesten. Yeah, class. And look, in terms of what T, so you just bring your E before adding your ST, and then you just for comparison, you just add your ER. Yeah, so it will be what? What I normally is. You can say, yeah, or maybe like I prefer to use I'm touring. So it's besichtige, then interessanten Zoo. Okay. Yeah. For ADS, for the indefinite article, what an interesting zoo, what einen interessanten Zoo. Okay. Einen interessanten Zoo. Okay. Comparative. Comparative. I see the
train is
I am watching because they use the I am watching and a more interesting. Is it more interesting? Yeah, we don't have most interesting. We have most interestiest now, so it's more interesting. Yeah, so for it's interesting. What's the comparative for interesting in English?
More interesting.
Aha, it's more interesting. I thought you said we have, as you said, we have interest. Yeah, interestiest. And I'm watching
No.
the more interesting one. Like we don't use them like that though. But I'm watching. Like for comparative, we're using interesting to describe a movie. Rich love, how would it be? Rich love. This is English. Rich love, tell us. Or a English mama.
I'm trying to decode that. I am watching, but I'm number there. I'm watching. Then I don't know if it sounds good, but I am watching a more interesting movie.
Yeah, basically that's not anything that's more interesting. The I said the same sentence, but because
But I don't think you can use it.
you can.
Don't use
You
it
can
though.
probably someone asks you, say, what are
Like
you
in this
doing?
context, I
Probably,
am watching the more interesting.
and then you can't use there.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I am watching a more interesting movie. So it will what ish. Is there was einen Intervas Intervas interessanteren then okona interessant interessanteren movie, but I'm saying like I'm only teaching you this week like so that like you pay attention to them the declarations when you have to use them, but normally you won't use the comparative. Like in this case, normally the comparative you use it to compare two things, okay, without mentioning maybe I can say maybe this movie is more it's more interesting than like they are like another movie, but then normally we don't use the comparative itself to describe now. Unless maybe I want to say maybe the taller guy is coming. You see, normally we use it we use it in the nominative like as subject, but then I see the taller guy. Yeah, that's great. Oh, but I'm watching. Yeah. It depends. But then I just want you guys to pay attention to how it would be like. Okay, so if it for the comparative is interessanta. Okay, so in accusative masculine ending takes what en ending, then you just bring your en. Okay, yeah. You just have to know which form of the adjective you are working with. If it's just interesting movie, then what interessanten. Okay, this will be your basic form of the adjective. Then you add your en. Okay, but this one we are talking about comparative form of the adjective, which is interessante. Then you add your en for the adjective. It's for the masculine. Okay, accusative. Yeah.
Okay.
The superlative will be what? Maybe he's watching the most interesting movie.
The interessantest.
Yeah.
Accusative, so the end of time, interessantest
Yeah.
movie.
The most interesting movie. I'm watching the most interesting movie. Is there den interessantesten? Okay. Interessantesten Film. Okay, sorry. Yep. Any questions? Any question?
No.
So then feminine. Feminine. Yeah, they have like practice with this. Yeah, just adding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Notice the noiter. We didn't do noiter, and we didn't do noiter. Yeah, I wrote noiter here, but we didn't do noiter. Yeah. Wait, let's go to the book, okay? Noiter is the same for nominative and accusative. So if you know the endings for noiter, maybe a young girl, be what? A young girl, noiter, a young girl. Ein kleines Mädchen, youngest mention. Okay, so maybe I have a young girl, be what? Ich habe ein junges Mädchen. Okay, yeah. So if I have a younger girl, will be what? Jungeres. Okay, because younger is younger. Younger. So jungeres Mädchen. Okay, because nominative and accusative for noiter is the same. It doesn't change. Okay, yeah, cool. So it all boils down to how strong your adjective declination is, and at the end of the day, like I'm saying, it has nothing to do with the comparative and the what, comparative and superlative. It all boils down to how strong your adjective declination is. Once you have to use the comparative, this will be the raw adjective form of then you add your adjective ending depending on the case. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's fill. So in this here, we only dealing with comparative. Okay. Yeah. So eng will be Enga. Und was bedeutet eng? Eng means tight. Not necessarily close, but tight. Yeah. Maybe tight corner, or maybe then belly should be what? If something is more cheap, what?
Beliga.
Okay. When it's hard, when you can say belisha. It's bellish. You can say bellish. Okay, because it ends with ing. That's why you can use what the ch sound or what the normal bellic sound. But then here in this sentence, it doesn't end with what the ig. So you can't say sh. You have to say ga. Okay. Some still use belisha, but then just know that ig ending. That's why you're able to say the sh. But then if something flew, then you have to use what the normal the normal pronunciation ga. Gay, yeah. So friendly should be what? Till reply we were contemplating. Do we have friendlier? Yeah, friendlier. Yeah. Where were you?
Yeah, I was here.
Yes, no, what that I keep pray. We them kind. So friendly should be what? And I your serious here. Yeah. And practice.
Always like
then practice should be what? If something is practical. Yeah, practice.
Hell will be hella.
Hella. You can, yeah. Hella. On hell means.
How can hell be bright?
Because Oja is bright. Oja is bright. Yeah. So hell is fire is bright. So hell means bright. Yeah, klar. On here we have been here grusa. So the adjective, the normal, and then we what? Gross. Okay.
Gross.
Yeah, einfach gross. Okay, then gross, grosser. Then quotes will be what? Kurzer. Kurzer, umlaut, kurzer.
Kurzer.
Yeah, shorter. You want to say, I am reading a shorter book. You can say a shorter book. I'm reading a short book. I guess I'm reading so you see, so the comparative we can't normally
I
use
am
it
watching a
as
short
a form.
film instead.
Then, like, but I'm just saying that the comparative we can't normally use it in the accusative form. It's not very common.
Okay.
I see the tear lamp. No, you see, like it's not very common the comparative in the accusative form.
Mm.
Kurzer, yeah, umlaut or big.
I
Then lang is what? Longer is what? Länger. Umlaut. Oh, yeah. Länger. Okay.
Bueno, sí. Ya.
I can't hear you properly. Then teuer is what? A teurer is teuer. Yeah. Yeah. Then dunkler. So you say it normally, this is the adjective and then this is the normal adjective. The basic adjective is dunkel. Okay. Dunkel. You can't say dunkela and what to do. So they just interchange the position of the E and L. Just like toya. You can't say toyrara. Okay. Like toyra you can say, but then dunkel, like saying dunkela. Like ewa. Okay. Ewa, you just interchange the L and E. Then dunkler. Okay. Then add your ear. Dunkler. Klar. Like one that's when you want to say it out, you realize yeah, you notice it then. Then besser is was gut. Gut, besser, am besten. Then lieber is gern. Okay. Then feel is mehr. Okay. So here bei kurzen Adjektiven oft a. Okay, short adjectives. A changes to A umlaut, O changes to what? O umlaut, and U changes to what? U umlaut. Bei Adjektiven auf EL or ER, kein E. Okay, kein E, like normally. Like as in, so they want to say that in this sentence, you see, they took away the E away, okay, then just added the ER. But then if you often the now, it's difficult to understand. So basically I just say that it's difficult to say dunkela ewa. So then they'll just interchange the position of what? The L and E. So now it's dunkle, it ends with one an E. So you just add your R. Like that that's more understandable than just saying take away the E. If I take away the E, now it ends with like it's DUAL. So then you add your what's your ER. Or if you get it that way, then that's also fine. Yeah. Claro. Yeah, so so like I said, when you're comparing two things, we use else, okay? Then you have to use a comparative, okay? But when you want to say maybe it has been the same, it is the same as, then we use V. Like it's just as something, not done. Maybe he is tall like his brother will be what? Here is groß wie then sein Bruder. Okay, yeah. But then if you want to say dann, then you have to use als. Well, hello?
Yeah, Clara.
Yeah. So if you want to say something is just like something, then we use V. If something is, when comparing and saying something is maybe bigger, smaller, like using the comparative, then we use als. So I want to say we are of the same age. I can say I am like you are older, like you are old like me. Okay, du bist alt wie ich. I want to say I am older than you, then what? Ich bin älter als du. Okay. Yeah. So use V and als. When V means the same, you can't like you are comparing, but they are the same. Okay, they have the same adjective like the adjective description. Okay, but then if it's different, as in one is more of something than the other, then use the als. Okay, yeah. So here, das Geschäft mit der Schönheit. Okay, the business with Schönheit, like beauty things, beauty stuff. The mode is jedes Jahr anders. The mode is like the trend as a mode, like the fashion trend. Okay, it's jedes Jahr anders. Okay, it's different every year. Okay, ergänzen Sie die Texte mit Komparativen aus. B. Hören Sie, dann und vergleichen Sie. Okay, so very listen. So here you see here it's plural nominative, but because they didn't say the bright colors, they said bright colors are, that's why the hell ends with what? Just an E. Okay, but if they say the bright colors, then you want the hellen Farben. Klar. Yeah, but because in this case it's just a null article for plural, just say bright colors are in this season by the Damen out. So the German and as English. Yeah, so helle Farben is in this Saison. Okay, it's the Saison. The Saison means the season. The Saison. Okay, that's from French. By the Damen. Like basically they're just saying bright colors. Okay, like females. Like in this season they do like, but the out here, I don't know when the out is there. The outs is just German or the plus. The Farben werden dort. The colors becomes or are getting dort. The Mantels in the jedes Jahr wieder dort. Okay, the mantle, the plural for mantel. Okay, the mantel sind jedes Jahr dort und sind nicht mehr so lang wie vor einem Jahr. So basically, fewer, like people used to wear like long mantles, but these days, no. No, yeah. Sind nicht mehr so lange wie vor einem Jahr, like a year ago, vor einem Jahr. Die Röcke, okay, der Rock is what? The skirt. Plural is die Röcke. Müssen nicht mehr so eng sein und werden wieder, if they are not eng, then they are getting what? Looser. I think it should be looser. If it's not tight, it's loose. Okay, loose is looker. Auch die Hüte, okay, their hoods. It's like normally they call even the cap or like even this one is their hoods. The plural is die Hüte. Dürfen wieder dort sein. Behalten Sie aber Ihren kleinen Hut aus dem Vorjahr. Vielleicht ist er aber schon wieder in. Also der out and in. Der, bei den Herren werden die Hosen ein bisschen und sind nicht so kurz wie vor einem Jahr. Die Jacken sind dort aus im Vorjahr. Sie haben wieder mehr Taschen. Dunkel, grau und schwarz sind out. What is this out in in? Like, are they talking about the inner part of the jacket and the outside? Blau und grün sind in. Die Farben werden also
I think maybe they are trying to say so they are out in the market.
Könnte auch sein, ja. Leider muss man für die neue Mode auch mehr bezahlen, okay? Alles ist als vor einem Jahr. So, I'm playing the audio. Yeah.
A2C. Alles wird anders. Helle Farben sind in dieser Saison bei den Damen out. Die Farben werden dunkler. Die Mäntel sind dieses Jahr wieder kürzer und sind nicht mehr so lang wie vor einem Jahr. Die Röcke müssen nicht mehr so eng sein und werden wieder weiter. Auch die Hüte dürfen wieder größer sein. Behalten Sie aber Ihren kleinen Hut aus dem Vorjahr. Vielleicht ist er bald schon wieder in.
Bei den Herren werden die Hosen ein bisschen länger und sind nicht so kurz wie vor einem Jahr. Die Jacken sind praktischer als im Vorjahr. Sie haben wieder mehr Taschen. Dunkelgrau und Schwarz sind out. Blau und Grün sind in. Die Farben werden also freundlicher. Leider muss man für die neue Mode auch mehr bezahlen. Alles ist teurer als vor einem Jahr.
Nochmal, ja.
A2C. Alles wird anders. Helle Farben sind in dieser Saison bei den Damen out. Die Farben werden dunkler. Die Mäntel sind dieses Jahr wieder kürzer und sind nicht mehr so lang wie vor einem Jahr. Die Röcke müssen nicht mehr so eng sein und werden wieder weiter. Auch die Hüte dürfen wieder größer sein. Behalten Sie aber Ihren kleinen Hut aus dem Vorjahr. Vielleicht ist er bald schon wieder in.
Bei den Herren werden die Hosen ein bisschen länger und sind nicht so kurz wie vor einem Jahr. Die Jacken sind praktischer als im Vorjahr. Sie haben wieder mehr Taschen. Dunkelgrau und Schwarz sind out. Blau und Grün sind in. Die Farben werden also freundlicher. Leider muss man für die neue Mode auch mehr bezahlen. Alles ist teurer als vor einem Jahr.
Habt ihr eure Antworten? Do you have your answers?
Yeah.
No. Okay, so you write your answers down, take your screenshots of this passage, and let it sink in, okay? But basically, I'm just comparing. So earlier it was this, now it is earlier it was this, and now it is, so they are just comparing, okay? Yeah. Practice, what is the Antwort here? Die Farben werden, yep.
Dunkler.
Dunkler, okay. So helle Farben sind in dieser Saison. Okay, by French, I'm kind of Saison, right? It's like the season, this Saison, by French word, bei den Damen. Die Farben werden dunkler, because earlier it was brighter colors are in this season, like are always with the woman, or like women are very particular about bright colors. The Farben, the colors are now becoming what? Darker, okay? Yeah. The mantles in the other year wieder. Yep.
Kurzer.
Kurzer. Okay, kurzer. Okay, so the mantles here is ein Mantel, okay? The Mantel sind dieses Jahr wieder kurzer, so it will become shorter. Und sind nicht mehr so lang wie vor einem Jahr. Die Röcke, ja, müssen nicht mehr so eng sein und werden wieder weiter. Okay, weiter. vital or local. If the opposite for tight, if not tight, it's loose. But they are saying if not tight, it's further, like at least like a space, like further, as in so. So, auch die Hüte dürfen wieder. The hats may now be größer. Okay. Ja. Dann größer sein, ja. Behalten Sie aber Ihren kleinen Hut aus dem Vorjahr, but they are still keeping their small hats from a year ago aus dem Vorjahr. Ja. Vielleicht ist ihr bald schon wieder in. Das in, ja. So bei den Herzen werden die Hosen ein bisschen länger, ja, oder?
Länger.
Yeah, no, the trousers are a little bit longer und sie sind nicht so kurz wie vor einem Jahr. Die Jacken sind
Praktischer.
Praktischer. Die Jacken
Ja,
sind praktischer als, okay, als im Vorjahr. Okay. So like this now, like it's more practical. People are now like wearing jackets instead of mantle. Earlier, people used to wear mantle. Okay. But these days, yake are more practical than a year ago. Sie haben wieder mehr Taschen. Okay. Taschen means pockets. Okay. Hose Taschen, yeah. So they have now these jackets haben wieder mehr Taschen. Dunkelgrau und schwarz sind out. Okay, dunkel like dark brown, dunkelbraun, dark brown und schwarz is black sind out. This out and in. Blau und grün sind in. Is it?
Dark green, brown, green.
Hey, sorry. Grau ist grey. Mit Trim und Markant grey, ja. So die Farben werden also hier.
Freundlich.
Also freundlich.
Farben werden also freundlicher. Okay. Friendlier. The colors are now like friendlier. Leider muss man für die neue Mode. Okay. Leider one has to pay more for the new fashion. Okay, the mode is the fashion, like it's the fashion trend also, but the mode is like the fashion. Yeah, alles ist as for einem Jahr. So what is it is more, but it is now more
expensive.
Expensive. Teurer als vor einem Jahr. So that is Deutsch. You are learning German, okay? Yeah. So these are plural, some plural nouns, and just nomen. Just all that time is up, okay? Ich habe einen anderen Termin, so morgen, tomorrow. I'm not going to work. I thought I'll be going to work, but I'm not. So, but then I have to, I don't know, maybe I have to go to France to get some 1 or 2B, but recover then still time be done. I'll let you guys know the and continue because you have to complete chapter 10 this weekend. Start with chapter 11 next week. But you see, I'm bombarding you with new things every day. So I beg, if you know you can't learn before lectures, like if you know you can learn like immediately right now, if you don't have much to do, you can just reserve 30 minutes, 1 hour to go over everything. Okay, like it's better because maybe I'm going to teach you any like new things. So if you don't do wake up, I'll just be bombarding you, but then I don't have a choice. So just be practical with it. Try to form, like I said, I'm going to send a table for adjective, a table with adjectives which come in their basic form, the comparative form and superlative, then use them to form what to describe things, okay? Okay, so wir treffen uns wieder morgen. Tschüss.
Boy. That's it.
Yeah.